We only have one life, so you gotta really contribute to the community and be a part of that community. The most important thing is just doing something that you love.
Michael Prosserman is the recipient of the 2015 One to Watch Award, given to a graduate who has made significant impact in their field and or community within 15 years of a bachelor degree or 10 years of a professional or graduate degree.
Unity is an organization that empowers youth using the arts to develop the confidence and the skills they need to succeed in life. I never imagined Unity would be this big or even doing what we're doing right now. It literally started in my basement when I was in high school. So when I went to York, I actually started a university club that was called Unity at York, which is still there. When I was 18, I auditioned for Cirque Du Soleil, and there's a contract in Vegas. There's an opportunity to go out there. At that moment, I had to, I went home with my dad and my mom, and we spoke about it. And ultimately, my dad said, funny enough, do what you love. And at the end of the day, I decided I wanted to invest in my own future, which is why I chose to go to York. I find York was just a hub of information for me. It's all about networking and meeting different people, many of which the young people that I connected with at that time, I'm still in touch with today. It was really where I was testing out what I wanted to do, and it reaffirmed to me that Unity was that thing. I think York is a great community. I find that there's so many people that you can connect with, and there's so many opportunities to build bridges amongst people of diverse backgrounds. For me, being a York alumni, I feel proud to say that I went to York and I have the opportunity to do what I love every day through Unity. We are global citizens in this work, and we're doing work that is not only touching the lives of people in our own communities, but there's people out there who are doing the same thing as us. So we need to create a network of people all over the world that are relevant in our fields. The beautiful thing about York is it's just such a diverse experience that the community that starts there ends up becoming this beautiful flower later on. I'm littler than other people, so thank you. So I wanted to I wanted to start today by saying that I'm not here on stage in front of you alone, even though you can't see the other people who are part of Unity and part of my life, but I stand here, damn it. I stand here representing an army of people who have supported me to get here, so I'm not accepting this award. We are all accepting this award, and I'm just the vessel that stands in front of you. I want to start. I might save the beginning of this speech for later, because no, I want to start by acknowledging the two most important people in my life, my mom and my dad. They have fought through many physical and mental illnesses, but still live every single day to the fullest. They are living superheroes. Thank you for making me the man that I am. I'm glad I didn't cry. When I was 12 years old, I started breakdancing to relieve the stress and anger that I had as a teenager. As I grew up, my mom was battling through a pretty serious mental illness, and I grew up a little bit faster than some of my friends around me. But I had dancing to relieve the stress that I had, and my mom was one of my biggest influences in my life. Luckily, at the age of 13, I found my breakdancing crew, who was my community at the time, and helped me as pretty much my second family. Through breakdancing, I found a community. At the age of 17 years old, I got 3 very exciting acceptance letters. One from York University. Woo! The second one from Ryerson. Yep. And the third one from Cirque Du Soleil. So I had to make a really tough decision, and I guess you can imagine which one I chose. Well, it wasn't Ryerson. When I enrolled in York, I was at the peak of my breakdancing career. This soon changed. In my second year at York University, I used to do these slow motion head spins. It was what I was known for. And I found out as I was feeling pains in my neck and my arms that I have the neck of what my doctor said was a 70-year-old at the age of 17. I have naturally fused vertebrae in my neck, vertebrae 4, 5, and 6, so I had to stop dancing for good. I later began dancing without using my head, but at this time, now I'm using my head. At this time, I needed something, and that something, again, was community. And York really provided that community for me. I started a student club at York University, which is still there to this day, called Unity at York. When I graduated from York, I registered Unity as a charity and never looked back in 2007. This past year, Unity has reached 51,976 young people across Canada. The Governor General and his wife also became patrons of Unity, and his wife calls herself the hip-hop Unity grandmother. And I received a scholarship for my work in Unity to attend the Strategic Nonprofit Management program at Harvard University in July. So my grandfather was proud. But for me, York was where it all began, and York was the stepping stone for me to achieve my dreams. Unity uses the arts, specifically hip-hop, to empower youth with the confidence and the skills for success in this world, in education, in life, and in the workforce. We tell young people to express their stress and develop skills for success. Use art to get rid of your anger. And that's exactly what I did as a young person, and that's exactly the message of the Army behind me that they use every single day. I'm so proud to be a York alumni. In fact, when I heard this 1 in 300,000 number, I was a bit confused, but then I knew what was going on. They must have made a mistake. So I looked into it and I found out, in fact, that they did not, and this dream was becoming a reality. I actually got a funny call about a month ago from the York Alumni Department, and it went something like this. It was like, hey, Michael Prosserman, would you like to attend this? There's an alumni event coming up. It's called the Bryden Alumni Awards. And I'm like, I think I'm going to that one. At that part, I really thought it was a mistake or maybe a dream. But in all seriousness, this award is for everyone who pushes me, who encouraged me, who mentored me. And I want you to realize that you are all mentors to someone, whether you realize it or not. So please consciously put that out there. When you see a young person and it's asking you for advice, I am a product of my mentors. And I just want to name a few of those people very quickly. As I said, my mom, she is a ray of light and sunshine and hope, to live every breathing moment to the fullest. Damn it. My dad is the most generous and selfless human being I have met to this day. Mel, my best friend and my partner who supports me through thick and thin. Azim, the board of directors chair for Unity, a great mentor to me. And the over 80 artists who teach with Unity across Canada who are running over 30 programs every single week for hundreds and hundreds of kids across this country. These are the people who stand on stage with me today. And I'm so proud to call them friends, mentors, family, and my community. So thank you to York, and thank you so much for this honor. Appreciate it.